So, after 2 years and 1 month of C8 Corvette ownership, it cost me exactly how much? All right, gang, this should be a fun numbers video if you're into that kind of thing. I know a lot of my viewers are, and I thought this would be really fun to explore exactly what kind of hole I was in or deficit after 2 years of ownership with making content with the Corvettes. And I was curious myself, so let's have some fun figuring this out. And for those that don't know or don't follow the channel, about 2 weeks ago, I did trade the C8 Corvette in. Huge gasp, I know. Long story short, the writing was on the walls that the car market and C8 values were just plummeting quickly. And a lot of people did ping on this. Yeah, it wasn't just C8s, but if C8s had the biggest impact, considering the huge market value they had just a couple years ago, COVID prices, etc. But yeah, they took a huge dump, and I was trying to make a business decision. So I did end up trading it in. I got a pretty good deal on the trade-in, and I got a brand new 2024 GTI for almost nothing. So, and that's why I did that. And again, real quick, the GTI is just a new Mini Cooper for the channel. The Cooper's on its way out. C5Z is still here. GTI is outside. And later this year, there will be either a C8 or a C7 in some capacity. So in any case, yeah, like I said, after 2 years of ownership, I really wanted to see exactly how much it cost me, down to within $10 or so. This is pretty close, a little crude, but I got pretty close, I think. Now, I factored in depreciation of the car, interest I paid on the car for 24 months, parts and miscellaneous items I bought for the car and put on myself, and then factored in all the YouTube revenue I made only on my C8 content exclusively. And if you're curious, believe it or not, the C8 only accounts for about 20% of my revenue out of the 4 cars on the channel, the C5Z, the Mini Cooper, the C8, and my wife's Buick. The C8's actually number 3 as far as revenue intake, believe it or not, but it still makes me money, or made me money. I ordered my car about 20 months before I took delivery. I did not pay a cent over MSRP. I got it from Criswell Corvette up in Gaithersburg, Maryland. I paid $67,498, and that's what I paid. To follow the channel, I've showed you the sticker before, exactly what I paid. No trickery or tomfoolery. It was a simple 1LT with only 3 options: the gray Spectre wheels, red calipers, and the NPP exhaust. And exactly 2 weeks ago today, I traded it for $62,500 on the dot. So right now, I'm at a $5K loss. What does say 5K around those couple dollars? Now, add an interest over 2 years. At about 5%, it wasn't great. I know that, but at the time, even with amazing credit, interest rates were terrible. I think they're a little better on cars right now. So that's another $3,100. I'm already in the hole. So right now we're in a deficit of $8,100. Now let's add in all of the little goodies I bought. This includes all the engine bay, engine cover, engine lighting, the blue attack filter, the exhaust. I did buy the more affordable exhaust, a Hooker Holly, which was $2,100. Good exhaust for what it is. The lowering springs, wheel spacers, some little aero bits, sound deadening, and some little decals and window tints. All that came out to $3,900. And again, I did all the work myself, so I saved a lot of money on that side as well. So right now I'm in the hole, $12,000 of ownership over 2 years. So I crudely went through my channel analytics and I tallied up every single YouTube video with just my C8, which is 52 total, and I added the revenue of just those guys. And the total revenue I made so far on my C8 only content is $6,130. Again, this is just my C8 content. And the cool thing is, as long as they're on my channel, it keeps making me money every day, which is kind of cool having a YouTube channel. You just set it there and you forget about it. And it's weird. Sometimes I'll do a video a year ago, it gets no traction, and then one day it's just popular. It's weird how the algorithm works on YouTube. It kind of drives me nuts. For instance, one video on my C8 that I did, a year ago, was the transmission filter. The first week, I got like 1,000 views. In the last 2 months, it's shot up to like 15,000 views. It makes no sense. It's weird. But I do forecast that by the end of this year, 2025, I will have broken even totally on the C8 right in time to where I get another Corvette for the channel. Pretty funny how that works, right? And also, you might be thinking about gas and insurance. Now, this was on my insurance plan as a part-time vehicle, meaning I drove it less than 5,000 miles a year, which is exactly what I drove it per year. So it cost me about $60 a month, which is actually less than your average car. and gas wasn't too bad. In any car, you're going to fill up. So I'm not going to add that to the total cost. That's any car cost. Now, for those that are still watching and curious about the channel going forward, yes, the C5Z is still in the garage. I'm waiting for a little bit better weather to start doing fun stuff with it. I'm in North Carolina. There's like a blizzard outside right now. We have 5 inches of snow and it's still coming down here at 11:30 at night. It's been a crazy winter here in the South. Holy cow. In any case, so the plan is to kind of get my new house here up to speed a little more, get the garage done, see what the C8 or Corvette market in general is doing. When it gets cold again next year, you always want to buy a Corvette when it's cold because they're a little cheaper typically. And then I after looking at the prices last week, that video I did, the Z06s aren't out of reach, man. You can get a decent example, slightly used, but under $100,000 for a Z06. It's not crazy to think a year from now you could get quite a few in the high 80s. Maybe I'm reaching there. An E-Ray, you can get a brand new E-Ray now for under $100,000. It's crazy. But what I'd really love to see, and I wish the Corvette team would just come out with it either way, is a C8 Grand Sports. That way there's no flat plane I got to worry about. And you can save a lot of money, and it has that wide body. So I really love the C8 wide body. But even the C8 narrow body, it's a gorgeous car. If I don't do the C8 route, a C7 wide body, I love the Carbon 65 Grand Sport. Always loved that spec. And it even has the ceramic matrix gray with blue accents. Oh, gorgeous spec. And obviously a C7 Z06 isn't out of the question either. Good example. Either one of those would be a manual. Kind of a reach, but a C6 ZR1. But man, those things are so expensive for what they are. A few years ago, you could have got one in the high 50s. That's gone now. Those things go for start in the 90s now. But the cool thing is I have the luxury of time to kind of wait the market out, see what's going on, do my homework, get input from you guys, and make my decision. And the craziest part is, like I said, I traded my my C8 at a dealership. It only had 10,000 miles on it. Gorgeous car. Nothing wrong with it. I drove it, but I didn't beat the hell out of it. And it was sitting for 66. Now it's down to 65. It's been there 2 weeks with no traction. So that kind of shows you where the C8 market is as far as the Stingrays. Man, 2 years ago, a C8 with that many low miles on it for 65, that would have been gone within an hour. So it's just funny to see how things have totally turned upside down. Well, in any case, guys, just a quick little fun video to let you guys know about the C8, how it did for me on my channel. I like to be pretty transparent. And like earlier in the video, my second channel is now up and running, Supercharged Homes. I only got 2 videos, but more coming out next week. That's kind of a channel I started because I'm going to do work in the house anyways, and people always like the work I do in my houses. So I was like, hey, I'll make a channel doing it. So it's kind of a fun little family channel too. My daughter's on it. It's really cute. So go check that out too if you guys are bored, and give me a little subscribe over there. Much appreciated. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go relax, enjoy my snow day tomorrow. I'm going to do nothing tomorrow. It sounds really fun. So all right, guys, take care. Mark out.